following. A week after firing Mark Helfrich, the Oregon Ducks have a new head coach tonight, 40-year-old Willie Taggart, who led South Florida to a 10-2 record this year, will be the first African-American head coach in Oregon team history.
We sent our Tim Becker to Eugene today, and he's going beyond the headlines.
I haven't found anybody here that thinks hiring Willie Taggart is not the right move. He comes with impeccable references and built up a program at South Florida that averaged over 40 points a game this season. Well, ask a former student.
Just being on campus, the excitement is already prevalent.
A longtime fan.
I'm excited about the fact that new blood, a young coach, he's in his 40s, all of that is good.
Or an ex-player. But how good of a hire is this for the program?
I think this is a great hire.
And the consensus is that Taggart is the right medicine for what's ailing the Oregon football program lately. As a head coach the last 6 years, he's turned around both programs he's led. First at Western Kentucky, and now at South Florida.
You're looking at a guy that's trending up with growing programs, and that's what you want. You want guys that know how to win. You want guys that know how to, build something from the ground up.
I think the enthusiasm that he'll bring to it, just the idea of having new blood and new enthusiasm, can't do anything but help after a disastrous season this year.
Taggart has a reputation and a resume as a master recruiter, and he inherits a program that suffered its first losing season in 12 years, but is still loaded with talent.
All the pieces are there. We just need that directional change and that adjustment, and that's what Coach Taggart brings.
The Ducks' new coach also doesn't shy away from a challenge, saying he wants to be the first African-American coach to win college football's national championship.
I'm excited that he just wants to win national championships. That's all I care about, is winning football games and teaching these young men how to be great, respectful young men.
The excitement is real, the energy is real, and it's a good holiday season.
Taggart will be officially introduced here tomorrow morning at 11. In Eugene, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.
Stan's here now, of course, with more on this hiring.
Okay, Stan, let's talk about your experience as a coach at Army and as a recruiter when you would have to fly around the country. What does Coach Taggart bring to Oregon in those two realms?
I think, first of all, as a coach, I think he's an outstanding coach. And if you look at his track record and what he's done and where he's done it, it's amazing. At South Florida, he took over for Lou Holtz, who had really run that program into the ground. And then he comes back and he wins 2 games his first year, 4, 8, and then 10 games. So each year he got a little bit better. And then if you look at it, he also, after the season that he just won the 2 games, he had the top recruiting class in the American Conference.
So he's a good recruiter.
So he's an excellent recruiter. And anytime that you can recruit to a team that only won 2 games, and you can have the best recruiting class in your conference, that proves a lot of things that you can do. And then the fact that now he won 10 games with those kids. They're all, up there. So they're all juniors, right? So his first recruiting class, they're juniors. That's why they're so good. So I think he's.
And Jennifer and I were talking about this. Recruiting's everything. But as a coach, doesn't he have that great offensive style that we're so used to in Oregon?
Yeah, so
that fiery offense.
So you know how I like to watch a judge. Yeah, rather his offense. And he can make his offense do whatever the personnel at Oregon. It's really hard to take your offense, this is the way I'm going to do it, and come into a college situation and say, well, this is the way I do it. You have to know what personnel they have in Eugene. And so Eugene has plenty of the right personnel for him. It's going to be good. He's going to be an excellent recruiter. He's going to be great for the state of Oregon.
Yeah, we'll talk more about this, including his connection to Stanford.
Yeah.
And the Pac-12.
Yeah, coming up at 5:30.
Okay, we'll see you then, Steve.
Now we have some new details.